The Pistons might be worse than the Tampa Bay Lightning. Actually, I can't say that because the Lightning just got swept and they lost 6-3. That's in the last game at home.
7-3.
7-3. They hung a tutty on them. Columbus hung a tutty on them.
Wow,
they got another empty netter after I turned it off.
Good day to be the over. And correction, it was in Columbus tonight. Anyways, Pistons were absolute garbage. They got blown out by Milwaukee in Game 1.
Stick broke.
They should cancel the season.
Now, I'll be honest. As Connor's talking, there's a minute 50 left in this game. Game 4. Islanders are up 1 still on Pittsburgh. Minute 45 now. Connor, take the floor. I just might pop in. I'm just saying.
Yeah, that's fine. Just give me a hand signal or something. We'll make it work. The Greek Freak, though, a lot of people are saying he is the best player in the NBA now. A lot of debate. I know
Pittsburgh's emptied the net.
Oh, baby.
But they had the puck. They kept it in the zone somehow. He flings it to no one. It finds... Okay, Malkin has it. Slap shot. One time or nothing.
All right, folks, we're going to take a brief hold. We're going to listen in here. John in the booth.
There's a minute 10. And they didn't call icing. There's no icing. There's a minute left. Penguins have it by the net. Behind the net now. 53 seconds. This would be crazy, dude. A double sweep, underdog sweep. The people kind of need it. Islanders fired down the ice, empty net. Nope. It's going to be an icing. Connor, take over real quick.
I'm quickly trying to switch the game here. I'm all in on this. I will say though, Greek Freak, I do believe he is the best player in the NBA right now, and I personally don't think it's even close. I shouldn't say that. KD is close, but honestly, Greek Freak is, I think, considerably better. And I currently consider Steph Curry the best player on the Golden State Warriors.
I will say, if I was starting a franchise, I'd take the Greek Freak. I still would say LeBron's probably the best player, though.
So, boys, just for everyone interested, I currently have my roommate opening my door and staring at me. For those who didn't know, I sent a tweet out this time last week saying, it was a quote tweet to the Jackets, and I said, I'm an idiot. Not really. It was kind of unlucky. But I said, congrats on the first round exit, ! So
wow.
There's another example. There's another example of another jinx.
All the New York Islanders, Connor, you streaming or you watching live?
I'm about to be live. Give me one moment here.
Wait, I'm streaming. You're going to be ahead of me.
I won't say anything. But you might see a little muscle twitch.
I'm scared. 42 seconds left, empty net. Islanders just need to get possession of the puck.
Dude, if I could just locate.
They got sling it down the ice. Goal! New York scores from across the ice. 3-1 game. That all but does it here. From Pittsburgh, they're going to get swept at home. Oh, my goodness. He flung that puck all the way across the ice off the face-off win after the icing. The New York Islanders are going to advance.
What sport are we talking about?
Unbelievable.
I do also want to provide an NBA update here. Toronto is up 101-69. Giggle on the Orlando Magic.
69, get it. But Connor, to answer your question, that's wrong. KD is the best player in the world. He has officially taken the throne from LeBron James. It's not close. I don't care what you say. Giannis can't shoot. If you can't shoot, you're never going to be considered the best player in the NBA. So there you go with that one.
Name one other thing KD does better than Giannis besides shoot.
Better defender. Better late game. More clutch player.
Better defender. Are you
better
serious?
Defender? Yes. He could be a first-team All-NBA defender this year.
All right, well, we'll keep an eye on that. We'll get an update when those teams come out. We're going to move into the MLB quickly. We're at the beginning of the season, so not too much to talk about yet. But I just want to – there any major surprises in the league? I can name a couple. The Red Sox and Yankees both off to horrendous starts. I don't think anybody saw that coming. Yankees are banged up though, so it'll be interesting to see how they play when everyone's back. The Red Sox are absolute garbage.
They've got a World Series hangover, let's be honest.
Oh, and he misses the empty net by the skin on his teeth there. Would have been a 4-1 skunking. This game's over.
I would say the biggest surprise from a positive perspective would be the Rays. They're like 12-4. I think they'll collapse. I don't think they're a playoff team. They actually just had Blake Snell go on the DL today, so that kills.
It's the IL. I want to make a correction.
IL.
Injured list.
I'm sorry. Do you guys have any way too early NL or AL MVP picks?
Yeah, in the NL,
Bellinger,
I got
probably.
Bellinger, and I mean Yelich dinged 3 homers last night, so he has to be in the conversation for sure.
Shots.
I do want to discuss the Seattle Mariners are hitting home runs at a neck-breaking pace right now.
Is it me, or do the Mariners always start hot and they're in the playoffs for like 3/4 of the season? They always miss the playoffs.
Every year.
Every year. Okay. They don't have like the Mariners. They still have Felix Hernandez. Outside of that, I don't know a single guy in the rotation. Actually, Marco Gonzalez is decent. But they'll collapse. I think the Rays will as well.
You're a hater.
Yeah, I am.
You're a hater.
AL MVP at the moment, I think the front runners are probably Trout, what's new, and Snell until he got hurt.
What about Chris Davis from Oakland? He's got 10 homers, 20 ribbies right now.
I agree, but I think he's going to hit 43 home runs again and bat 247. So I don't think that's going to get the job done, but he's consistent.
For the folks that don't know, he's hit 247, I believe, the last 4 years.
Yes. And I think I know what is wrong with John. I think these episodes get too long for him and he just absolutely loses focus. Like he's honestly like a third grader. Like after 20 minutes, he gets off of his high horse and he's just completely distracted the rest of the episode.
Listen, so John is your classic short burst of energy guy. He'll give you a lot. He'll give you a lot for a little bit and then not a lot for a lot of it.
Bro, I lose focus pretty quick.
Stamina.
I'll be honest. I'll be the first
there.
Oh my god!
So much things are happening right now. Like literally, so much things are happening. Just bear with me.
John on a date with a girl. It's gonna be like the first 20 minutes. He'll just talk about himself, and then when she starts talking about herself, John's just out of there. He's gonna be live streaming games. That's Clemens for you. We'll have to bring Abby on the podcast and see if that is the truth.
Yeah, it was a absolute great analysis right there.
Abby just
anyways,
unreal timing.
Yeah. Good for her. Hey, Abby, how are you? For those of you who don't know, John does live with a female. I'll let you guys inquire at your own desire. That was good.
Not his main bet.
Good little rhyme scheme I had going on there. Anyways, the last thing I want to talk about in the MLB, I spent a second-round pick on Chris Sale in my fantasy baseball league, and this man's going out there and just taking dumps on the mound. He's embarrassing the name of my team, the name of the country of New Zealand. I'm honestly embarrassed for him at this point.
He's from New Zealand?
It's where my fantasy team's from, dog.
Oh, okay.
Get in line, dude. Imagine if Chris Sale was actually from New Zealand.
the Machu Picchu Minutemen. All right.
Is there? Do you have to have an accent in New Zealand? New Zealand. Is it French? Feels French.
I think
New Zealand. New Zealand's one of those countries I think you can decide to do pretty much whatever you want. You can talk however you want to talk. You can live wherever you want to live. It's kind of like Rochester and picking sports teams. You know, we don't have anything up there. We got snow and ice.
Yeah.
And we got the shitty town of Syracuse. And other than that, you're just selecting professional teams at your own pace.
Syracuse. We haven't talked about Syracuse in a while. Anything new up there?
No, because it's warm out, so no one goes there anymore because the Syracuse basketball's not playing.
Exactly. You just go to Syracuse to get pissed off at this point.
This is Connor's hot take of the week. People go to the games to slip on the ice going down the hill after.
You go there to get an injury to get out of school or work.
Hot take of the week. But I think that about does it for us this week. This is the most fun I've had with an episode in a while here.
Talk about a distracted episode.
Yeah.
Listen, Chad, real quick. What did you ingest this weekend?
Oh, yes. So for those, I don't know if I put it on my Snap story or I sent it to specific people because it was kind of concerning. I had my first birth control. It was about 8:30 a.m. and I was way too drunk at this point. And I'm not gonna blame anyone for peer pressure. Christian was downstairs. Honestly, like Christian was here for the weekend. Didn't see him for hours at a time. That was the kind of day it was. But yes, another lovely friend of mine had to take her birth control. So we were in my room and I was like, hey, can I have a birth control? So sure enough, and it was minty. It was kind of good. Like I could have them as a snack. I don't know if they're bad for you. And it
Dear
could have been
Lord.
it could have been the placebo, not really sure. Girls at home that are listening, if the placebo is minty, that's what I ate. If they're all minty, then it's honestly up in the air if I had the
The
actual
toss
thing.
up.
You want to run us through the process real quick? I mean, this whole talk of placebos, I don't really know what that means.
So yeah, so in the little, I mean, Abby's here. Can Abby explain?
Nah.
No,
Nah.
she has declined comment.
Okay, so it's you get your little case of them, and it like has
Wait,
every
wait, wait.
day of the month.
Is birth control minty?
No.
Is placebo minty?
No.
You didn't have either.
Okay, they're
You
called,
had
No.
neither.
they're sugar pills,
it
but
ca-
they are not minty or
Sugar
sugary.
pill? Did you have a sugar pill?
Wait,
Uh,
you had birth control?
Abby's making a guest appearance on the show this week.
Yes, I ate a birth control, and from what I remember, it was minty. So I didn't know if it was the placebo or not.
He doesn't
So-
know.
So for
Yeah.
the folks at home, the younger audience, it's like each pill like is labeled by the day of the month, and then there's one like banded section that's colored, and I think it's the week you're actually on your period, and it's like the placebo. 'Cause
Oh boy.
I don't.
Now, Chad.
So I don't know if I didn't see which like pill she popped out of the thing for me. So I was just trying to be a cool guy at that point. When you're just on your high horse and you're like, like I just got to do something ballsy right now. That's kind of where I was at
Mr.
that
Cool.
stage.
Mr. Cool.
That was Chad living up to the frat star name of Chad itself. And on that note, we're going to ride into the sunset.
AJ, hit us with a little outro. Can you please do the one song that we requested? The Aviva, or what is it? I took a pill in Ibiza. Folks, I can't keep it together anymore.
We love you guys.
We love you, Alyssa. I love you. Good night.